Hello out to all you wonderful people. This is Andre the Game, my dear guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear, listening into another Gamer's Thoughts video. And yeah, I'm back outside of my job. Well, not exactly outside of my job, but like I guess you could say a street over, because I just felt like taking a walk anyway. And I figured while I'm taking this walk, I could go ahead and talk about the news of Xbox Live making its way to mobile and the Switch and stuff like that. And really, for Xbox One and the Switch, that's just going to really make it more easy for cross-platform to be done between the two of them with games that are on both platforms. And honestly, this should be a boon for third parties, because guess what? If you put your games on the Switch and it has Xbox Live functionality on it, guess what that means? You'll have a larger player base, which means it makes it more viable yet again to put your games on the Nintendo Switch. No, not everything needs to be on the Switch, but I'm saying if you're going to put something on the Switch, it'd be a good idea. Honestly and truly. and I did a video about this, I think a little bit over a year and a half ago. Well, I titled it Crossplay Wars, because I'm more interested in crossplay, and that being the thing that we fanboying over who has the better player base from the three companies, instead of worrying about who has the best in sales or who has what games the others don't. Because I mean, I still care about exclusivity. If I realize a lot of other people don't, because they assume that this move would mean that, hey, they're going to put Nintendo stuff on the Xbox Live. Now, I'm not saying that that's not a possibility, but it's not likely going to be any new games if it does happen. More than likely, if it does happen, you're going to get Nintendo Switch Online on Xbox One, which means you're just going to get the games that are on Nintendo Switch Online on the Xbox One. That's the most I can see happening with this. I do not see Nintendo putting their exclusives on any Microsoft platform. I don't see it happening. Like, it's just not going to happen. That's Nintendo's bread and butter. Like, you gotta be stupid to think something like that's going to happen. But it does open up another couple of options that I've been thinking about and talking about before. And one thing I've harped on many times in different podcasts, multiple times, is that damn Halo Metroid crossover that I've been wanting. Like, I want that to happen so horribly bad. And that could also mean crossovers for stuff that Rare still has control over, that Nintendo may be able to dip their hands into now. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it's possible. So that's the thing. Like this working relationship that Nintendo and Microsoft has is a really good thing. So I want to see it happen, but I want the crossplay wars to happen. Like, I literally want that to happen. I want to see Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, and all of the PC platforms being able to crossplay on the games that are shared between them. I'm not expecting every platform to share games. Again, I do value exclusivity. Like, so any first party titles that anybody has, they should have full rights to keep those games to themselves. And if they want to put them on other platforms, that's up to them. But that's up to the developers and the publishers. I would leave that to them. Like, I don't think anybody should be forced to give up the exclusivity to the games that they produce if they don't want to. But any third-party games that are already going to be multi-platform, you might as well put them on every platform at this point. Instead of looking for, oh, well, is this popular here? Like with Namco Bandai and this whole thing with the new Dragon Ball Z RPG that they're making. I'm like, you have literally seen multiple times that Nintendo fans love Dragon Ball. Like, Dragon Ball just sells anywhere. Like, I've mentioned this before in videos. But now you have an RPG which have been doing well on the Switch, mind you, and it's Dragon Ball. So that's doubly going to draw people's attention. You have it for Xbox One, PS4, PC, but no Switch. And I'm looking at it as like, Namco Bandai, Like, I get what you're trying to do, because the point is to try to draw more attention to the game when you decide that you're going to put it out on the Switch and make more people go ahead and beg for it. That's fucking redundant. Okay, that's that little side rant out. I am looking forward to all this, the crossplay stuff. And I feel like more and more stuff that I keep saying would be good for the industry keeps starting to happen in one way or another. And it's just like, hey, I mean, there are some bad practices that I really would love to see out of the industry. But then there's the good things that I keep seeing, that I keep saying should happen. And I'm like, yes, there's a win for me there. But seriously, like, that would make things so much easier. Like, hell, think of a game like Team Sonic Racing coming out in the very near future. If that had crossplay, like, that would be a lot of fun. Like, then you don't have to worry about who's on your specific platform to play with you. Like, and then there are some games that just don't have a big player base on one platform, but may have a huge player base on another. And like, having those servers open to each other to be able to play together would fucking be amazing. And then again, like, depending on what platform a game is on, different play styles can work with or against each other. Like the fact that Microsoft has that new controller out that's basically that anyone can play a game. Like, that's awesome. Like, so I would love to see people playing against somebody on the Switch with the Joy-Cons with the motion controls, or against the Pro controller with the gyro controls, and against somebody on PC using mouse and keyboard. Like, all of that should be able to be done. Like, yes, there are advantages and disadvantages to each control type. And that's all. There's always going to be that. Like with shooters, mouse and keyboard, and more than likely motion controls and gyro control assisted aiming are going to be faster than playing twin sticks. But with playing twin sticks, there's a lot less of a chance of you overshooting your opponent, because you can actually more accurately aim because it's a little bit slower. That's the trade-off. And I don't think people thought about that. Like, I know that because I've played against PC players on PC with controllers and with mouse and keyboard. So I know that depending on the game, like, that can be the case. But again, that's just me looking at that. But I would love to see one day where you just have a room with a player on the PC, a player on the PS4, a player on the Xbox One, and a player on the Nintendo Switch, all playing the same game together against each other. Like, that's the type of console wars I want to see. When we're playing the same game against each other, where we can still have the camaraderie of playing the game together, but we have the competition against each other too. Like, that makes more sense to me than all this fanboy bullshit. Like, that makes far more sense to me. But yet again, my accuracy increases. Yet again. And that's going to start being my hashtag for a lot of stuff. When I'm seeing more things happen, my accuracy increases. I've been using it for a little while now, since last year. I mean, it doesn't pop up a whole lot, but when I realize something happens, oh gosh, I'm going to be putting that hashtag everywhere just because it's fun for me. But that I'm looking forward to that. I want to see how this pans out and what good it brings. And hopefully these good things can lead to other good things. Now, if we can just stop paying into practices for bullcrap, we'd be good. Like, loot boxes, we really don't need. We really, truly don't need loot boxes. But it's not up to me. It's up to the gaming community at large to kind of, put their foot down on that. Like, I'm just one person. I can't do it all by myself. But just trust me, if I was in control of the games industry, you see a whole lot of different shit. Like, you see a whole hell of a lot of different shit. But I'm not. So I'm just the game idea guy. But I think I'm done here. Like, I don't have too much more to go off on this. And Those bird noises are a little unnerving. So I'm gonna go back to back towards work. No, ain't that really. All right, but they are loud as hell, and this is very unseasonable weather. So like, I'm gonna go back, get myself back to work. I just decided to take a little bit of a break and take a walk and everything. And I figured while I'm walking, hey, go ahead and record something. But yeah, like I'm keeping my steady rollout of videos. I've got stuff uploaded well through March at this point for most of my stuff. There are some videos I still have to make, but I have most of my stuff recorded through to March already, and we just began February. So, but that's it, guys. If you're interested, well, no, it's probably not going to be on this video, but other videos, my Discord link is down in the description. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears up for more stuff from me, and until the next time, enjoy games. Peace out.